Hey, from Geeky Guys here. Just thought I'd come on as a follow-up to the video we put out recently about was I excited to see the Masters of the Universe movie. And I was looking at the trailers and looking at the stills and the information that was put out about it. It was looking pretty hopeful to be a really good film. Well, I went to see it last night and I can confirm that it is pretty good. It is pretty great. I really enjoyed it. Went there last night and checked it out. I was going to go and see it on opening night. I did have tickets for the 3rd of June, then got a bit poorly, couldn't make it, but I did eventually get to go and see it last night. A lot of the things that I was hoping to see in there was in there, and just the start of the movie. I'll try and make this as spoiler free as I can and not sort of confirm tons of things about the plot. But basically it starts off with the big score, the Eternia theme by Brian May and Daniel Pemberton. You get big sweeping landscape shots of Eternia, which is colourful and vast and epic, which is what you really wanted to see. We really wanted them to kind of like confirm Eternia as a place, as a tangible place with all these different places around it that, you know, the characters can interact with. Kind of what they did with Middle-earth and the Lord of the Rings, and I think they did a good job of doing that, of confirming Eternia as like this tangible, real mythical planet. So I thought that was really good. And for like the new fans that are not so familiar with He-Man, you've got a nice kind of narration at the start from Prince Adam, from Nicholas Galtazine, like confirming about Eternia and what it's like and what's going on. So that was really good, and that was a nice touch to kind of, if people haven't seen it before or aren't aware of too much about it, Masters of the Universe, it kind of fills some of those gaps in, which I thought was really good. And we get to start in Eternia as well, which is really good. I think a lot of people were worried that we'd be stuck on Earth for a long time, or we'd start on Earth and that would be a bit of a downer. But no, we do actually start on Eternia, so we get all the theme, all the landscapes. And then Castle Grayskull we see for the first time, which looks really cool. And then we get to meet like the young Prince Adam, played by R.T. Wilkinson Hunt, and we get to meet the young Teela, played by Aya Farrell, who are both fantastic. They're really good young actors playing those roles, and they really make those characters believable and their dynamic together believable. So I think they did a great job with casting those two actors, and the script in there is very good as well. Introduces what those two characters are like as kids and who they're going to become in the future. We get to meet the excellent James Purefoy as King Randor, who's really good, who's kind of brooding and angry and does the fighting stuff well and does the family stuff well, the leadership well, so that was really good. It's very light, all the colours are in there, which you want to see. You don't want it to be a dark film, or you certainly don't want a lot of it to be dark, so that was good that it was nice and light, very colourful. And so you get to meet these characters. Idris Elba's Man-at-Arms, training the young soldiers. Wasn't sure about him when he was first cast, whether his acting style would quite work with Man-at-Arms, but it does, and he really does nail it. You can tell that he does understand the character, and he knows where he's coming from and what drives him, so that was excellent casting as well. And then of course you get the, you know, everything's lovely and great in Eternia until we get the big attack by Skeletor and his minions, the Snake Men, and we get to meet the brilliant Trapjaw, played by Sam C. Wilson. We get Beastman, we get Spikor, we get Goatman, we get Evil Lynn, played by Alison Brie, who's particularly good. She's very, very good as Evil Lynn. Really liked her portrayal. Thought that casting was very good as well. And obviously we get Jared Leto, Skeletor. Obviously people have obviously lots of things to say about Jared Leto, and which is fair enough, and you know there's been some issues with him here and there, but he does nail it as Skeletor. He's very good, as people have been saying. He's very good as Skeletor. The voice is good. Is it quite 100% what we'd want? Maybe not. Maybe could be, you know, slightly more Alan Oppenheimer maybe. I think it kind of feels very kind of Frank Langella, Mark Hamill, which isn't a bad thing, but I think Mark Hamill maybe slightly got it a little bit better maybe, but it's still very good. It's not bad, it's still very good. But it does come across a little bit mumbly sometimes, a little bit quiet, but it's it's good. It's not bad. It's still decent. He's still done a decent job with it, and the effects on Skeletor is very good, and he does look very big and brooding and evil and scary, which is what you want. And the humour and the comedy is there as well, which you need with Skeletor as well. Got to have those two sides where, you know, he's kind of the sociopath and the crazy person, also, you know, can be kind of have the light moments and the humorous moments, which is all there, which is very good. And the fight scenes are really epic as well. I mean, they're so well choreographed, and like they seem so based in reality, but all the moments are very cartoony and very like action figure on action figure. Amazing that they've managed to catch that on film and do that in live action, with Ram Man doing what he does, Fisto doing what he does, Teela doing her rolling kicks, and obviously Adam with the punching and sword play, Anna Tarms with his mace and his guns and all his host of weapons. Is really good. And as you would imagine, with Skeletor, with the magic, with the Horus Havoc staff, and Evil Lynn with her staff and magic, and they get the magic and technology like spot on. You know, with the bikes and the dragonfly flying machines, whatever they're called, and the rotons, and yeah, it's just really well done with the fight scenes. It's very colourful and loud and epic, and exactly what you'd want from a He-Man Masters of the Universe movie. So yeah, they absolutely got the fighting stuff really spot on. It's really good and really fun. Some good fun moments in there as well, comedic moments during the fighting. So yeah, I think you'd be really liking that, especially if you're a fan of the original cartoons. There's a lot of very similar kind of fighting styles in there to that, so that was excellent as well. And obviously Adam has to get sent off to Earth to escape from this attack, and there's a bit of stuff on Earth, and it's fine. It adds a little bit to the story, not a lot, but thankfully we're not there for a long time. I think if there'd been like an hour on Earth, it would have been too much, but it's just enough. It's fine. We do the stuff on Earth, and obviously eventually he does return to Eternia to take on his destiny and legacy and become He-Man, the Master of the Universe. Yeah, when we do get back there, obviously 15 years have passed on, and he's got to establish himself. But I think in terms of not wanting to give any more of the plot away, I suppose a few things that I'd say about it is you know, as we've said before, the casting is very good. The colours really good, music score's very good, the script's pretty good, and there's enough kind of peril and bad stuff in there, but also lots of light moments and funny moments. So I think they've got the mix pretty much about right. It's pretty good. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was very good. Certainly you can tell that it's had a lot of close references, close connection points to the original Filmation cartoon from '85 and the '87 live action movie, Flash Gordon as well. There's kind of all those elements in there, which are all good things to have. None of those are bad things to put into the mix. So that's really good. And we do have a cameo as well from somebody connected with the Masters of the Universe franchise. Don't want to say too much about that at the moment, but that's quite a fun moment. And then also we do have post-credit sequences, which are really cool as well, and really nice touches to add to the end of the movie. There's kind of a scene right at the end of the movie where it fades to black and then comes back on again. There's one in the credits, and then there's one right at the end of the credits as well. You definitely want to stay for all of those. But yeah, they've certainly got all the casting right, all the heart and humour is in there, all the messaging is on point. It's got quite a nice message that it gives out as well about humility and legacy, and aggression, and violence isn't always the way, and violence begets more violence, and that sort of thing. Sometimes talking can help in certain situations, other times it can't, and you just need to use your fist. But yeah, very, very good. Really enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend anybody to go and see it, especially if you're a fan of the original cartoon and of the '87 movie. I think you'll find a lot to like in there, and as we found with Travis Knight and Bumblebee, he did a fantastic job with that movie, and probably the closest thing to like a perfect Transformers movie that we've had. So we knew he was going to likely to do a good job with this, and he very much has done. So yeah, I mean, other points I suppose to mention as well is Marina Baccarin as the sorceress is very good, excellent casting for her. That I think she did a great job with that. And yeah, there's a lot to say about it, but it's kind of difficult to say too much without giving too much away. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the heroes and villains in there that you'd want in there. Obviously, there's the occasional mission, which is going to be, they can't have everybody in there, but hopefully, if they're doing more movies going forward, we'll have some of those other loved characters come in a sequel maybe, or maybe in a trilogy if they end up doing 3. But yeah, very, very good, very, very good film. Really did enjoy it, and yeah, certainly will make you want to get the Masters shirt back out and the action figures out and everything. It's a massive nostalgia hit if you liked it from back in the day. And so yeah, I would say if you haven't seen it yet, go and watch it. It's certainly a movie you need to see on the big screen, I would say, rather than wait for it to be on Disney Plus or Blu-ray or DVD or Prime. It is a big screen movie, so I would definitely recommend going to see that. And yeah, it's yeah, well, I was going to say, even the transformation moments from Prince Adam into He-Man are very good and done excellently as well. They're really impressive. The VFX now how they've done that is spot on. So there's not really a lot to say negative about it, really. But yeah, give it a watch. Let us know what your thoughts are about it in the comments below, and maybe we'll do a follow-up video and talk about it in even more detail, maybe. And obviously, if any news comes up about sequels or anything or spin-offs, well, we shall make sure to let you know. But yeah, in terms of anything else, I mean, obviously Tom Wilton, who I haven't mentioned yet, just the voice of Cringer, that could have gone either way and not quite worked, but that works really well. I thought he was excellent as the voice of Cringer. I don't think you can fault any of the casting, any of the voices or the actual actors that are playing the parts. They all do an excellent job. It's all a labour of love for them. You can see that they're all a big family and a big team. And as I worried about in the previous video, can you get Prince Adam right and He-Man right? And if you do, then you're on to a winner. And I think they have. I think Nicholas Galtstein does a great job as Prince Adam, and he does a great job as He-Man as well. So they've absolutely nailed that. That is what we wanted to see, and they've got that right. So that's excellent. But yeah, I shall leave it there, and we'll catch you on the next video.